Hello. This is Unprofessional Opinion. I am Richard.
And I'm Melody.
And we're going to promise to look into the camera because we're
we got like two. We always, because we're paranoid.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we capture
everything
because we've had it where we taped and had to do everything from memory. What we just did. And it's not, we wanted to be authentic.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being here. This is our first live on YouTube, and I'm glad that it's here. And
you guys are the best.
Yes, and I appreciate this. This is a long time coming. It's something that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're here. We're ready. I got questions. So this is our live Q&A.
Yes. And I'm excited about this because I've been wanting to do a Q&A. For a minute.
We're live. So we got eight on.
And I couldn't believe that. Like, people actually asked us questions. I was saying to Richard when we were doing a Q&A, like, we probably gonna have to make up some questions for each other and just ask each other some questions.
Right.
And we'll just play a game. And then we got
a bunch of questions.
A lot of questions.
So we're gonna get right to it because the time is here. Thank you again for being here. Thank you. So the first question that we have, because we're gonna answer these too. This is gonna be a discussion. So don't think that we're not. By the way, if you don't know us, we're drinking sangria right here with
and tequila.
Yes, and a little bit of reposado. By the way, you guys look great. I just want to tell you that.
We know it. We know it. We
y'all
can
look
feel
amazing. Y'all got your drinks. Y'all ready.
And y'all send us some good vibes.
Yeah, and I feel it. Thank you.
Shout out to Amazing Creatures for the stage. We got burning in the studio right now.
So
all right, so the first question
number
is,
one.
How did Unprofessional Opinion come about? Who thought of the name and the concept?
Well, I can tell you that this is her idea. We've always said that this was her idea. It was something that the actual podcast and YouTube, that was I think that came about.
Yeah.
But ultimately it was her idea to say, hey, I want to do a podcast. I want to talk,
So I'll tell you, since how it came about in my head. I wanted to do I just have this thing where people ask us questions about dating. We would have these conversations in our kitchen with family members, with friends, and we would go on couples trips and with our our core group of friends, and we would have we would be able to come up with goals. We would be so refreshed and be able to come back home and be able to parent our children better, be able to show up at work and just be more energetic. And I was like, I want to pass this on to other people, outside of our family, outside of our friends. Let's keep this going, this energy going. So I was like, why don't we do a mixer, a meet and greet? And so we started planning for it. We started looking at venues.
Yeah, we looked at a few venues.
Yeah, picked the venue. And then, what's up, family? So we picked the venue out, and then everything shut down.
Yeah, everything.
So we were just about to put the deposit down.
We was riding around there, kept looking at it, and they wasn't showing up. So God worked mysteriously.
Right, and it still will come about, but the idea was to have that going, and to just infuse some experienced couples to make sure the conversation went well.
Yeah.
Because we noticed that people don't ask each other the right questions in the beginning, and then they're asking those questions later on. So I'm like, by that time it's too late. You can't change somebody. Why would you want to change somebody? Yeah. So that's where
we kept saying that the representative shows up. Who wants the representative? I want you. We was listening to Janet earlier, and she was talking about that one song. Everybody, she wanted everybody to dance, but in the song she was saying, "I want you to just be yourself. I don't care how you dance to the song. I don't care, if you don't. If
you you feel like, oh, this might be corny, so I'm not gonna do it. Be corny.
Be corny.
Who cares?
Yeah. So it's I'd rather have somebody that's going to be totally themselves. Like maybe they don't like wearing deodorant. I'm like, I can make, that's my choice.
Yeah.
To, maybe they don't, they don't eat meat. Okay. I know what not to buy, so it's those are things that, we wanted to put out there. Some people do like go on dates. Like we talked about when I first met her, we would go on dates. She don't eat hot dogs at all.
Mm-mm.
And I love this place called Earl's Wieners. And I just wanted to go there. And she was like, no. So I couldn't go. But she was honest up front. So it was like, okay, well, I just got to adjust how I eat. And
right.
now I don't like it hot sauce.
So even in the name, the name came up because we just threw stuff out there. Like when I came to him, it was like, I want to start talking. Let's go on IG Live. Let's do a podcast. He was like, all right. And then we started looking at things, coming up with questions, coming up with ideas. And he actually came up with the first topic.
The first topic was amazing, but go ahead.
Yeah, so we came up with the first topic, but we didn't have a name.
No.
And I was like, well, when we were talking to our friends, and I'm like, well, we're not professionals.
Yeah.
I have a human service degree, but I am not a licensed counselor. So we are not professionals. So it's our opinion. So unprofessional opinion.
What is this? It says, would you rather get eaten by a lion or a snake?
Let me hear this.
Oh.
I would rather get eaten by a lion because it's faster. The snake, I'm gonna have to lie in there and get digested.
Nah, snake gonna choke you out. Oh,
so they die before they swallow you?
Yeah, they suffocate you. They strangle you.
I don't know if I would rather be suffocated.
They crush you. Yeah, they mess you up bad.
I think I would just rather get
it's scary.
Like have a lion just like get my a
vampire. Lion's not doing that. Lion is definitely not.
Like get my carotid.
They gonna play with you a little bit and like scratch you a little bit.
Yeah.
Lions don't. They're not doing that.
All right. So
who's a better dancer? Clearly, Mel is a way better dancer than I am. But
he actually can dance, and I just found it out this year.
If I put my mind to it, me and Mike got problems.
It takes but it takes I could watch somebody do a dance and know the dance in like 5 minutes. I used to, my memory is not as good anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't learn to dance as fast as I could. But yeah, I can pick up, I picked up bachata at a party.
Yeah.
And then learn how to do that. I actually took dance. So I did modern, but before I started doing taking an actual dance class, I started doing talent shows when I was 5 years old. So we would have to go to Philly to do talent shows. Me and my cousin at 5 years old. We were like ghetto Jacksons. We would get waking up in the middle of the night to dance for family members because everybody was
tell people that story.
People were so surprised that we could dance that well. It really wasn't that late, but we were little. We were 9, so we went to bed at 7. My mom put us to bed early, so the sun went down. So we would get waking up to dance. Yeah. They paid us, but yeah. So I'm the better dancer.
Yeah, she definitely is. But I keep up.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I'm more of a groover. I don't really like dancing. I just like grooving the music. Not to justify it. Usher. I grew up with Usher. Actually met him a few times. Usher. I like Chris Brown, but Usher because
that's hard.
Nah, Chris Brown is winning right now. He can't touch everything he touches is gold right now.
Longevity wise,
you can't say that either.
Chris Brown, because
Usher's still here though.
Yeah,
but Chris Brown, everything he touched right now is on fire. We just listening to his album upstairs. I mean,
but in either way you go, is either one is one is burning you or one is beating you. So
wow. Okay. Okay. You.
So what's the next question?
Okay. Let's see. What does effective communicating your problems look like in a marriage? Effective communication. Some feelings are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of adjustments. you're gonna actually, I think the honesty level freaking goes up because you have to be honest with each other. That's effective communication.
Yeah, you gotta listen. Like people talk too much.
Yeah.
And if you want to be an effective communicator, you gotta shut up and listen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
and not with your heart. You just gotta listen
without emotion. You really gotta listen like it's like you're buying a car. Like they're reading you all the fine print.
Mm-hmm.
That's how hard you gotta listen to be an effective communicator. Because if you're not, you're gonna hear that one thing that pisses you off.
What do you mean?
Stick to that one thing.
My steak comes out right every time. What do you?
And then the person, your spouse, gonna be sitting there looking like, what? Like I just like
for years, she always assumed that I didn't like her cooking. I'm like, what did you get that?
Yeah,
well, you don't eat it. I'm like, I could get home at like 12 o'clock at night. We want to have a full meal. But I would take her to lunch the next day.
I'm like, why don't you eat my food? Like this is generations of slave meals passed down. Like.
And I would, she swears, but effective communication.
And now I know, like, it's certain foods that he really, really like wants me to cook more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes naked.
Okay. I ain't cooking naked. I got too many burns here from doing my hair.
Oh God!
I can only imagine grease.
So okay. So what's your nationality? I'm a purebred African male from Mali. Actually, that's my tribe. We already found that out. I've been from Mali, so that's me.
So I'm black. Both my parents are black. But my family they mix up like every other black person.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather's family is West Indian. He grew up in New York and moved to New Jersey. So yeah, we pretty much, and my grandmother's family, they mix. Some of them have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
And some of them look like me. Yeah, my niece has blonde hair and blue eyes, and her dad is Sharp's color. So so it happens.
Top 3 alcoholic beverages. I'm gonna name. You want to go first?
Top 3. That's hard. You go first.
Okay, margarita. Rum and Coke. Like, are we talking about like actual tequila rum?
No, he's talking about your top 3. Whatever is your top 3.
Rum and Coke is definitely number 1. A margarita, because me and tequila are just best friends. My last one, and I'm growing to love, is just whiskey neat. Okay. Whiskey neat, yeah. I'm loving that right now.
Yeah, see me, if I'm being cheap and we're out, I would probably get a Cosmo because vodka makes me white girl wasted. So I would get a Cosmo out. But it's not really my favorite. It's just what I would get. My favorite drink is anything with rum. So I like a rum punch. That's my top. I love rum punch. My second favorite would probably be a margarita. Not strawberry. It's too sweet. I would rather just have like a regular classic margarita.
I'd rather not know.
Oh, and then my drink, like if you really trying to get there, and this is Michelle Obama's favorite drink too, is a French martini.
What you mean trying to get you there?
We went to Budokan.
Oh my God! I'm never telling that story.
No,
ever. Oh my God!
Yeah,
it was like a gift and a curse, man.
At first, I was fun time mad, and then I turned into like
for the ones that know, she's not short. She's especially when she put on heels, she's around like 5'11". So, so she has these. I mean, these heels are like the heel, the foot part, the ball of your feet is that high. It's like platform heels, and she's walking around and she trips and falls, hurt her leg. So I had to help her to the car, and she had to use. That was a lot, man. She had to pee, and they wouldn't let her use the bathroom. She went on about how women's body have babies and they bladder does. I'm like, no, like
I'm like,
he don't care.
I can't hold
he
it.
does not care. He does not care.
It was embarrassing. It was a long time ago. I don't drink that no more.
Yeah.
Not like unless I'm home or if I eat first. Yeah. If I gotta eat first. We went to Budokan, and we had to wait forever, even though we had reservations.
Mhm.
So I drank 2 French
Them drinks
martinis,
was good.
and then when you get your food, it's like that.
Yeah.
I was
But
starving.
then the company we were with, they were so much fun, so we just kept, you know,
yeah. I
they
had
were
to
just
get a cheesecake to make
yeah,
a cheese steak
to kind of settle
yeah.
down. Yeah, so we, you know, and usually when we go out, the company we go with, man, that's why I want to get a lot of people together because the energy is amazing.
Oh yeah, we're fun. We are fun. No, nobody will have to carry me anymore. I don't do that. The next one is, why is it that men can pack their suitcases like when they're young, but hit 40 and they pack the entire house every time we travel? So since you just turned 40, you tell us.
Why you gotta tell me my age? Why you gotta tell my age? That's okay, because I told y'all before I got carded twice when I went to the liquor store. Matter of fact, I got carded today when I was buying box sangria. So there you go. That's probably why they carded me. Like, who the hell buys box sangria?
I think because
No,
they probably don't want to go shopping.
no. I like me like right now. I just used the backpack a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I used the backpack, but I guess you know, some men, whoever asked that question, maybe
they said this is their whole group of friends that they're in. Like,
they got to be 40 plus, like
40 plus,
like 45 plus maybe when they start, because then they got the extra toothbrush and
I think by that
medication.
Yeah, and by that age, you're probably so comfortable at your home, and when you leave, you want to be that comfortable when you go somewhere else.
Listen, and my perfect vacation is like 2 pair of underwear and some swim trunks.
Yeah, that stresses me out.
That's it.
That stresses me out. I gotta make sure that I have everything I need and more.
I got showers.
I do not want to. Who wants to go to Walmart in another state
on
vacation?
Hopefully, when I go, there's no other state. There's another country.
Well, that's even worse than what I'm gonna buy there. Tylenol is probably like $20 for 5.
You worried about that stuff? I ain't worried. I'm worried about just waking up.
Yeah, that's why we got sunburn last time.
My hangover will recover with another drink.
We got sunburn last time. I had to take naps because we just packed backpacks.
No, we didn't. We brought some.
Yeah, we bought the.
I felt bad for the person that cleaned our room, because I guess they had to come in there when we was in there. I know they did.
Yeah, because we had new towels.
We had new towels while we were asleep, and let me tell you, that room looked like we had heroin and cocaine everywhere.
And we don't.
I don't do that. Yeah. But it just looked like it, because I don't know what happened.
It was
we got drunk.
Like,
we came back
we
to
were
the
in
room.
the sun, and then we were so burned.
Yeah, we came back to the room.
Went to sleep.
It was sand everywhere. Yeah, it was bad.
Usually,
that room was horrible.
We tried to tidy up, and that was trifling.
We asked for a broom because it was bad.
You got the next question.
I do. How do you deal with the differences of opinions? Well, since this is unprofessional opinion, and the way we deal with them is, I know with her, which is odd, we actually agree on a lot, but we actually talk out like a difference. Mm-hmm. Mel is pro woman, no matter what, and I like to break down the why. So she'll just automatically take the side of the woman, no matter how wrong or indifferent they are. And I'm just like, well, you can't say that. And then she'll fire back, some very good like details that may occurred in the situation. And so our opinions about something, by the end, once it's all done, it's like I would say it's almost even.
Yeah,
it's
eye-opening. We're both very
open.
Yeah, we're both very open to differences of opinions. We're both very open to learning, but we're both very stubborn. So you're not gonna really change our opinion with a conversation, but we'll be open to listening to what you have to say. Yes. I actually love a good debate.
But see, her debates start off as a debate, but then she started to force her agenda down and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what we doing here. Like, no, what was our last thing we debated? It was good, but it was stupid. Like, it was.
I don't know. I try to forget them if they piss me off.
Yeah.
I usually, and I don't stay mad that long. Like, well, especially if it's not involving us, we'll have a difference of opinion, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, I'm mad for 20
For a little
minutes,
bit.
and then
we go back to it.
yeah,
We usually hit it. And oddly enough, sex always kind of is that common ground.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like we would just, I'm like, yo, you mad? You know, like, what's going on? And you know,
how mad are you?
how mad are you? You know,
We've never been that mad.
yeah. What? And then, like she, I ain't gonna go into details. I got my parents on here.
All right, so what is a relationship?
Where? Relationship, war or love. Relationship, war or love, or the war of love.
That's an interesting question.
That's a topic in itself.
Yeah. Relationship, war, or love. Or the war of love. So I guess it's basically you're either fighting each other in a relationship, like you're fighting to be right in your relationship, or you're fighting
for love
in your relationship, for common ground. So yeah,
you know what? And see, you always write stuff. You always hit, because I think you're looking over our relationship, because some things that we go through, that question right there is like touching. I might have to call you after this, like, to answer that. So I'm not going to answer this. I can't answer that right now, because it just like it hit me right here, and I was just like,
that's a good question though.
Ooh, that one hit me.
That's a good question. And that, I mean, not even just for romantic relationships. That's a good question. Yeah, just relationships in general.
Friends.
All right, so this is
for put that one on pause.
This one is for a single person. Are nudes standard now?
So is eating ass. That's standard too.
If so,
butt eating is standard.
If so, what's a reasonable amount of time to expect them?
The next day. Like, I meet you, like, put it on display. Hey, listen, if we're gonna do this.
Okay, so I'll be really irresponsible if I didn't give out this disclosure. Anybody that opens a nude and someone sees it and you send it to somebody else can be charged.
See, this is one of the debates that we go through.
Can be charged
if two consenting adults.
No, this is not a debate. This is the law. This is the law, and then we'll get into my actual opinion.
All right,
but this is the law.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if it's consenting; it's illegal. So if you send a nude to somebody else, and this is for anybody that has a child, if your child sends a nude to someone else, and someone opens it, even though your child sent that nude to somebody else, they can be charged as a sex offender. It's considered child pornography, and it's the same thing for anybody opening. So if a teacher sees it and confiscates it, but sees it, they can be charged with child pornography. So
even if they,
so be careful. That's my disclosure for nudes. So one thing I say is, if you're going to send a nude, don't take a picture of your face. That's what I tell people.
Just Google something and then send it.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
where's the fun in that though?
Just take So I wouldn't nudes. They're standard if that's what you're comfortable with, but it's forever. It's forever.
What, have you ever sent nudes?
To you?
No, you haven't.
Yes,
you have. I've never. Oh yeah.
You always say.
Because I'll be like, yo, it's forever. See, I got friends that work in the FBI, right? And they always tell me, like, I got friends that work for all the alphabet companies. Like, they literally tell me, like, dude, don't eat here, don't do this, don't say this on the phone. Like, all the time. They tell me this all the time, right? So I literally I try to tell her in a nice way that don't do that. Because it can be found. And y'all think,
because it all goes to the cloud.
Yeah, y'all think,
but
you delete a message, trust me, it can be found.
But I come from a family of being comfortable with being nude. Like, my mom used to use the bathroom with the door open. So I used to like women walking around with bras on was nothing to me. Like, so I'm really comfortable with being nude, and I really don't care who sees me in the nude. Like, but everybody doesn't feel that way, and I still wouldn't want to be like at a work function and be like, oh. So I know what color your nipples are. You're like, that's uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable.
So so for that reason, I wouldn't say it's standard. There's no standard. The standard is whatever you're comfortable
new
with.
standard. Like, I think, but all right. So are we talking like we went out on a date, we already had sex with each other, and we want to have fun with each other, or I just met you and we're talking for 3 weeks to a month, and now you like, what's up with the nudes? Like,
if you asking me for a nude, then it's not standard
because I've never, like, me personally, I haven't had to ask for anything. Like, everything was hand delivered. No point intended.
Cell phones were just out before we started dating, so nobody better have sent you.
That's my point. That's why I just said it was hand delivered, like whatever it was.
So literally, when somebody was giving you a Polaroid picture
or a handy.
So you got.
I burned those though.
You got next.
They're kind of weird. Oh, did I answer this one? What does a perfect relationship structure look like? Did I answer that one?
No.
There is no perfect relationship.
No.
I don't even have a perfect relationship with my mother. Like we debate all the time. So there's no such thing to me as a perfect relationship. Matter of fact, I don't even want a perfect relationship because you know what?
Fake.
Yeah. If you got a perfect relationship, somebody lying. Somebody lying. Like there is no, like you can't sit up here and be like, I'm extremely happy with every fucking thing this person does. There is no, like, granted, I'm pretty sure everybody that's here hates morning breath, but we love the person we sleeping next to, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That answers your question right there. There's no perfect relationship. You know what I mean?
No, and if you're looking for it, you're going to be very desperately looking.
Yeah, there's no perfect. Why would you want a perfect relationship?
What the hell is perfect? Like, perfect relationship is you. Like, you being with yourself.
Yeah, because you're not even perfect. So how you have a perfect relationship?
Yeah.
Like, that's impossible. But it was a good question, and we enjoyed it. But there is no such thing as a perfect relationship. I am, and I always say that. Y'all hear me say it all the time. Like, I love her, but doesn't mean that I love everything about her.
Because I would throw all his socks away if I.
You have to. Look at my sock drawer. Look at my sock drawer right now.
In a perfect relationship, his socks will go in the hamper. That's in a perfect relationship. But we don't have a perfect relationship.
That's your problem because my socks never make it to the hamper.
Oh, I think it's on purpose. No, it's on purpose. The socks will be in the living room. Wherever he comes in, that's where the socks go. You know what? Sometimes they're right in front of the hamper.
I've lived with hair clogs in the bathroom for years. You know what I mean? So don't give me that. I don't want to hear it.
All right. So here's a good one. Why is it okay to wear wigs? Why is it okay to wear wigs and make modifications to a woman's body, but it's looked down upon for men to wear Beijing or a hairpiece? Okay, so this one is for somebody that is very self-conscious about their hairline.
All right. Okay, that is a very good question. And I think it's weird because I think women want men to look like men, no matter when they breaking down. Because I hear it all the time, you know, the gray in the beard. And I can't, like, she tells me I can't wait till you go, you know, gray. And I was like,
meanwhile, I got a little toothbrush, making sure I get mine.
You know, so I'm like, you know, my father's 60 some years old. He just started going gray, so hopefully I take after him. But you know, they want to see that progression. Far as men, I think women, like from a man's standpoint, we always looking for the new young thing. So, you know, as women get older, they try to keep up with the trend. Maybe they do their hair a little different, or whatever. That's my take on it.
I think I really kind of agree with your take on it. I feel like this world was created for men, right? By men. So, like, men can age. They can age gracefully or non-gracefully. They still gonna be able to get the hottest woman out there if they have money or if they have game. If they have power, women are attracted to money, game, or power. Young women, So you're going to, like, why are you doing all that? Mm-hmm. We gotta do it, because if we don't, then we're cougars, we're has-beens, we're washed up. So we have to do that. So if that's the narrative that's put out there, it's like, okay, well, let us have this. We got to do this. Why are you doing it? You don't have to do that. You will get whatever you want, regardless. Like, you can drink beers all day long, and your woman's going to be killing herself on the treadmill at the gym to make sure she stay in shape for your out of shape ass. So that's and that's not from me. That's what I'm just saying. I'm answering this question because this don't work. We work out together. So this don't work.
Work that ass out.
But, and I don't do all that. Like, if I'm changing, and that's another thing. Women do that for themselves. They don't do that. Oh, yeah. They don't, like, when you change your hair, when you wear a wig, it's not because we bald headed. It's because we want to switch it up.
Yeah, because I'm comfortable with what you're comfortable with, but that's just me. You know what I mean? If I dated a woman and she had like her hair cut like mine, if you're good with it, I'm good with it. I find that attractive. Confidence is attractive to me.
Yeah.
And different and being different is attractive to me. So, I particularly don't like wigs. I have my own reason about that, but
he was traumatized. But
I don't,
But he don't mind. Like, I can do basically anything.
Yeah, and
they don't care
because it's how you.
He even braids. I get braids, and he's like flips out.
Oh,
it's on the pillow. He wake up. He like have a nightmare.
Oh my God! It just hit me in the face, and I was like, and it tickled my nose. I'm like, and that hair smell. Like, I just don't like it.
That's what he's in.
We've
already talked about this. He's really into smells. So he wants to smell my natural hair, smell my natural. Not my natural body scent, because we already talked about the deodorant thing. You said that's a no.
Yeah, that's a mandatory, dog. That's so mandatory.
But yeah, so that's a preference, but it has nothing to do with.
We went to buy we bought a mattress, and the lady tried to make us buy this $120 like mattress cover.
She was neurotic.
Yeah, she's like, you need to buy this mattress.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I was like, no,
she's like, oh my gosh, it's just.
I don't understand.
Really getting to me that you guys are getting that mattress pad, and she followed us to the cash register. It was like, you really need to get the.
I'm like, well, then give it to us. If that's
like,
right.
I'm like, it's $120. I'm gonna get one from Amazon for like $15.
Right. So I didn't get one for like a few months. Now I wish I would have bought it then, because I see why. I'm sitting here the equivalent to Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I sweat. I lose all my body fat. I lose it at night.
Oh my God, she burned at least 1,200 calories at night, easy between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. She just like, it's bad.
When women say to me, I shower at night before I go to sleep, and then I just get up and wash off. I'm like, bitch, keep that shit to yourself. I gotta shower before I go to bed and when I wake up, because it's like I did the mile run while I was sleeping. Yes.
And it's weird because if she drink, it's fine, it's cool, but when like a regular day, oh my God, or man, she work out. When we did that cleanse, I think we both like, oh man, it was bad.
Sweat bullets.
It was bad.
All right.
It's me, right?
Yep, me next.
Okay, so the next question is how honest is too honest in a relationship? And the honest, how honest is too honest? Like, I think you can be honest, but you don't want to be hurtful. Yeah. I think you want to be you want to choose your words wisely, because you can change somebody's perception of how they feel about themselves if you're quote unquote too honest.
I think sometimes this is me, this is how I am, I'm just honest, is is an excuse for you to be an asshole.
An asshole, yeah.
So that's when you being too honest, when you just doing asshole stuff, saying asshole stuff to people, and it's mean just because you're mean. You're a mean person, or you're triggered by something, so you want to take out your insecurities on somebody else.
Yeah.
So if you can't be constructive and give it to me with love, then that's when it's not. Yeah, it's too honest.
It's too honest, and I don't want it. So that's a good question, but that I can never. I remember early on in our relationship, you know, me and Mel both were sensitive about a lot of stuff. I remember going to a restaurant and I was upset at something that was probably like, you know, very stupid. This was before we even had kids. Like, we were at Red Lobster. I can remember like it was yesterday. And she wore this skirt and she looked amazing in it. But she's like, is it too short? And I'm like, why do you care? And I said it like that. You know, why do you care? I like it. She went to the bathroom. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like, you know, she came back. I'm like, do you want to? No. What the fuck is wrong? So we had to pack everything up. And we got home and she was fine. She was, you know, but it was, you know, like date night. We had just moved here. And I was just like, I couldn't believe, like, what is wrong with you? But I knew then, you know, I had to talk to her a certain way and explain myself. Even though I was being honest about what I was saying, I had to really learn how to talk to her. Because you can tell somebody, you know, something stink. I mean, we joke about it now, but, you know, again, I never had a problem with it. She brought it up first. she brought it up first. I didn't even have an issue with it. You know what I mean? So it was like, yeah, that shit is, you sweat like a fucking bear. Shit.
No,
weightlifter. This is horrible.
So, for me, like I would say the same thing, like with the honesty. Like sometimes with him, since we are, and this happens because we're so close and we're best friends. So sometimes he starts talking to me like I'm a boy, and I'm like, okay, I'm tough, but shit, that hurt. That hurt.
I never curse at you.
No, but sometimes it's like more like get on, Tiger.
Oh and yeah, when
and not that
because when we're in, like, if she asks me a question about like life or business or something like that, I'm just like, the person that's in charge or the person that can bring you to the next level is not going to be this meek character. They're going to, you know, try to see if you really want what you're asking for, or, you know, see if they are confident enough. So I always tell her, like, go get it. I don't care what they say or what they do. Go get it.
Yeah.
You know?
And sometimes I don't.
Fight for me. That's what I tell her. That was one of my speeches when she was working into the jail. Fight for us. You got to fight for us.
I was like,
I'm working 16 hours. You work 8. You got to fight for us. And I was like,
I'm like, click. Grandma.
Definitely.
All right. So another question from someone, you know, single, dating out there. Why are labels important? Why are labels important?
Now they're talking about like girlfriend, boyfriend.
Just in general. Yeah, girlfriend. What are we? That, you know,
that label.
What are
not we? Clothing labels.
Like you're you know, everything's going well. Y'all playing PlayStation together. Y'all going on dates. Y'all cuddling. Y'all kissing. Y'all getting it in. And then what are we? And it's not even at this point. It's not even the woman saying it. It's the dude.
Yeah.
So like, what are we? And you say,
I always say, if you gotta ask,
you my friend.
No. If you gotta ask, then, or if you're confused by it, then that's what it is. Confusion. That's exactly what it is. It's not.
I feel like. Go ahead.
Prime example, when a friend of mine came, we were hanging out at my house, and me and Mel were just friends, like literally. And a friend of mine, he set his eyes on Mel and stuff like that. And he was like, "Oh, who's this?" "Oh, no, that's my girlfriend." Stamp that.
Yeah.
Don't even go there, bro.
I went home. I called my friend. And I was like, "I'm his girlfriend." Yeah, because I didn't
Stamp
know,
that.
and I didn't really care because I was like, if it's going good, I don't care.
Yeah, and we were just praying. We literally, like, you might as well put us in like the schoolyard
Yeah,
because there was nothing, no kissing, no cuddling. It was literally, you want to get something to eat? Yeah.
you want to watch a football game?
Yeah.
You want to watch me play PlayStation?
Mhm.
Sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and he would take me to school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
but
the
that changed.
strangest- yeah.
That changed. But okay, so why are labels?
She smelled my cool water one day. I had Carolina Herrera and cool water. I would spray the Carolina Herrera up top. That was my torso, and then I would come back and I call it my primer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I spray that Carolina Herrera. That's my primer, and then I would come back with the cool water. You know what I mean? Just in case I walk past somebody, below the waist, boom, hit them with the cool water.
Mine was Perry Ellis. I would steal it from my aunt every day. Perry Ellis, and I would mix Endless Love.
God.
From Victoria's Secret with it. So I had my own scent. And everybody would always say, like, what is that? And I'm like, that's just me.
That's my sweat. Call it indigo.
So anyway, so why are labels important? I think labels are important because people want to know. People are always trying to reach the next level. Nobody wants to stay stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, what are we doing here? Are we going anywhere? Because this shit is, I don't want to just do this forever.
Yeah.
5 years, I'm looking at you and we're just doing this. So labels are important to people because they, people like to set goals. People like to reach new levels, and people want to know, like, am I getting something?
Yeah.
Like, are we just gonna be buddies going out to date and I'm paying, or
yeah. Or you're my buddy. And you know what? You owe me $272.
Yes, that's why the label's important.
Yeah, because you know what? I was looking forward to cracking that open.
Yes, but otherwise, you're not pretty, you don't smell good, and give me my money.
Yeah.
So that's why labels are important.
Yeah, you need to know. All right. How do you correct your spouse when they make a mistake? Come on.
First of all, that's so triggering. First of all,
they are adults.
Yeah.
You cannot correct an adult.
I am not an animal.
However,
not house training.
However, I will leave her ass, and she knows it. I will be like, you know what? I'll see you at the house in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah,
in a heartbeat. Like, if you're doing too much, all right, but I'm not gonna sit here and correct you. You're gonna have to figure it out. I'm not
say
No, I'm not doing that.
No. First of all, I can't be corrected. I cannot be corrected.
No, she can't be. She got too much of this.
And I could fight.
Oh God.
I won't fight him because you get charges for that.
I can fight. Why would that be the first thing that comes to your mind?
Because you said I got too much mouth.
You do. You got a lot of mouth. But the thing
is,
I
don't want people on there thinking that I got I'm Candace off of Real Housewives of Potomac. I can back that shit up.
First of all, we're way too old to be trying to catch a rumble.
No, I don't want to fight, but I know because like I'm so much fun when I'm out in public, and I mean even in general, and I'm open to meeting new people and very accepting of other people. But some people don't. They take that energy as you being weak, and they don't know that I can say some stuff that will make you think about your whole existence. Because that's how that's how my tongue becomes leather. So don't test me. Don't what they say, don't come for me unless I send for you. Definitely don't come for me. Don't, because I like that's sparring for me. We used to do that for fun in my household. Me and my brothers and sisters, just who gonna cry first? Last question. What is the hardest part about being in a relationship? Shit, if it's hard, get out that relationship.
Yeah, only thing should be hard is
it's hard taking both of them.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Unprofessional Opinion. I am Rashard.
And I'm Melody.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
This was fun.
This was fun. We're gonna do this again, over and over again. We're gonna
Hopefully-
post this, man.
Hopefully we don't get flagged because it's a lot.
Well, so what?
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Thank you.